Hi, this is Corina Angela, and thank you for tuning in today. This is Trine Healing and connect to your soul self. And how do we do that? By choice, right? So we're gonna just talk about choices, the choices that we have in our lives, in our everyday life. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And please share out. That would be fantastic. A lot of you have seen the video Transference with Alba Weinman. And thank you for your support and encouragement and all of those things, because it's really made a huge difference in my life. And making those choices, right? To be who you truly are more and more every day, because we just don't wake up one day and go, oh, right? We're all on this journey, right? It's an everyday process. And so today I really wanted to speak to the choices that we do have in our everyday life. So again, welcome. Thank you. So I've I, I've had a lot of questions in the last couple weeks since the video came out, which I'm really just so excited about. And my process is normal to me, but unusual to some. For those of you that, do similar or receive similar, you're like, yeah. I'm working on my words to articulate my process, and our process changes from time to time, because why? We're growing, we're evolving, we're learning more, right? We are learning, we are evolving as human beings here. And as I receive now, it's just, I don't see somebody in front of you or in back of you when I'm, let's say giving a session or having a session. I just get flooded with tons of information, and it's not my information, right? It's for that person very specifically. So, and I just kind of tune into, how it's coming in and how I'm to deliver it. Sometimes it's really fast and furious, and sometimes it's very slow and thoughtful. And so what's happening is I'm translating the energy, the transference of the flow. So some people receive and need to receive very fast, and some need that slow grace, right? That beautiful flow, right? In order for them to open up their heart to receive. So I don't, see, oh, that's your great grandmother with pearls on. I'm not that kind of seer and receiver. So I just, I guess I just kind of see lines of just this information coming in, and it just kind of goes, whoop. And then of course I automatically write. I've called it channel writing in the past, because I'm a channel, a conduit, or whatever name, right? People get either triggered or they resonate with certain words, right? So I think we try to grapple as to what we do, and I think I'm at a place where I receive. I'm like an antenna, I guess. I don't know, because it's evolving as I evolve. So today it might be just lines of information that I received. Tomorrow it might be something different. But that's the ease and the grace that we come to terms with when we are in alignment with our choices in life. So just wanted to explain a little bit more of my process. So choices. So again, so I'm just right now. So I'm like, oh, okay, choices. It's like, okay, we're going to talk about choices. So where in our lives are we not being true to ourselves? And this is very big right now, especially in the month of December. It's interesting. I have a 4-month program, soul writing program, and we are just going into one of our clients is going into the 3rd month, so that would be the 9th week, and the 9th week is all about heart. So when I recorded the video last week, all the information came in about the heart, and that's what I do, for the program that was created. Edgar Casey came in and said, let's create a program, like, soul writing for your soul, soul writing, the soul writing program. And I said, oh, okay. So anyway, I pretty much received it and created from there. But week to week, there's, the timeline that has been laid out for the 4 months, but I just pretty much just kind of connect and receive what it is I am to receive. Anyway, long story short, then I tapped into another video, and this person was talking all about how December is all about the heart. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. So it's very interesting how when we are so open in the moment. So right here, right now, I am open in the moment with the flow, right? With the presence of what is transpiring. Right? So choices, how can we better make choices in the present moment rather than making choices from the past and making choices for our future? So every choice that we make in present time will affect our future, right? We can't change the past. So, right? And it's a practice, right? I mean, it's certainly a practice, and to be more mindful as we go, right? And as we are more mindful, we are in present moment. Mm. And why do we make choices? We make choices for ourselves, right? Because we have to take care of this vehicle, our heart, our soul, our body, our mind. We need to take care of ourselves first in order to make clear decisions for everyone else that's around us, our family, our friends, and so on and so forth, right? And it does come from what is the best choice for us. And sometimes those choices are difficult, and we make those choices based on other people, right? And some are very heartbreaking, some are sacrificing, some are not the greatest choices, right? Some are amazing, some are just the best choices that have altered our future in an amazing way, right? So see where I'm going with this? It's in the present time, we have the power, right? Power in a good way, our beautiful power, right? our love of choice. We have power to choose left or right, you know. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I take this job? Should I not take this job? Should I get married? Should I get divorced? See, you know, all of these amazing choices that we're given on a day-to-day basis, every second of the day. We are constantly making choices, right? And if we're in our mind, right, we're the mindset, and we're making our choices from our mind, it usually leads us astray. So think back right here with me now of a choice that you were just so unclear and you just, okay, you know, and you just jumped at it and made the choice from your head, from your mind. And how did it turn out? You know, did you regret it? Did you make a really good choice? What was your process? Because everybody's process is their own. And to really acknowledge that, you know, my process certainly isn't your process, right? And vice versa. So we can come into ourselves and choose from our heart rather than our mind. And it takes a few seconds. So it's just, you know, really tapping in, holding, touching your heart and connecting with your heart. And taking a couple moments, a couple deep breaths to acknowledge the amazing choice that you're going to make. Because it's an honor and a privilege to make choices, you know? And I think so many of us forget that. And to really recognize that in a different way, perhaps just in a, you know, in a very different way, you know, having a different point of view to make that choice from your heart rather than your head. And a wonderful exercise is just a breathing exercise, is just slow down your breath, you know, breathe through your heart. And if we don't know how to do that, you know, just right here, right now, just, you know, breathing, taking those couple slow, deep breaths in and out, you know, and just focusing in on your heart. And if you don't know how to do that, pretend that you're breathing through your heart. You know, be like, okay, you know, instead of, you know, down below where your diaphragm is, or your solar plex, or your root chakra, or, you know, however you know, breathe, right? You know, and just take a moment and breathe through your heart just a few times, and deep breath. How often do we shallow breathe? I catch myself all the time. I mean, and I've been doing this for a long time. I'm all, oh, okay. And it feels amazing. So just take those few moments before you need to make a choice for yourself, and see the energy and feel the energy shift. It's pretty miraculous when you just tap in for just a, you know, you're tapping into yourself, right? It's shift. It's like, whoa, you know, you can feel it, you know, and those of you that are healers out there, or body workers, or, you know, a doctor or a nurse, or what, you know, in the health, in the medical field, wherever you are, an artist. I mean, it's the full, you know, scientist, whoever, whatever you do, you can feel it. I mean, you can sense it in your body, and you can feel the energy, and you can feel your breath. And you, I mean, even right now, I'm like, whoa, okay. You know, for real. Oh, just those couple of breaths, and I'm, right. I'm more relaxed. So that's that flow. and make the choice from there. You know? And if you're unable to do that little breathing exercise, just simply hold your heart and talk to it and say, ask it, what is the best choice for me right here, right now? What is the best choice for me right here? Not what should I do, because the mind goes, what should I, could have, blah, blah, right? All of a sudden, there's certain trigger words that is, it's, they're amazing. I love trigger words because, yeah, they'll catch you and they'll grab you. And it's just like, oh. I mean, it completely shifts and can alter your mood, your emotions immediately. you know. So, think of it that way, just really monitoring what you are asking your heart, you know. So, what for my highest good, what is the choice for my soul? What is the choice from my heart? What is the best choice for me in my life right here, right now? And then name it, um, and it will come up, and you'll feel it in your body, and you'll either hear it, or you'll speak it out loud, or you just have this really, really deep knowing. And when you know, you know. And how many times do we deny that we know? Because we already know all the answers to all of our questions that we could ever possibly ask. And it's just a remembrance of all, and when we tap into that, it's amazing. And how do we do that? We are connecting every day to ourselves, right? We're connecting into our soul self. We're connecting into our heart self, and embracing it, and connecting into our mind and to our body, everything. We're all becoming more and more aligned when we come back to self. Right? And the clarity that comes with that is quite amazing. And the more and more that you do this and connect to yourself, doors open, your life changes in miraculous ways. And it will lead you on different paths and create what you want to create. Because we do have those choices, And I think it's just, shifting that from that mindset that we're so used to, and really bringing it down to your heart and connecting in with your heart to make those very necessary and important choices that we need to make, that we get to make, right? But again, I think it's just slowing down in order to make those very clear and precise choices for ourselves. When we deny it, we become in a loop, right? We don't, and I've done this many times. We all do this, and it's a remembrance of, oh yeah, I don't want to go there. I've done that, right? I've done that many times. I don't want to go on the hamster wheel again, right? Been there, done that. And why should I go back on the hamster wheel? And sometimes it is difficult, but we're making that choice to get back on the hamster wheel. So see where I'm going with this? And it's hard when your emotions are tied to someone or something, or your home, or whatever it is, or your car, or any material items per se. You have your emotions wrapped up in that. Right? So that's the connection. That's your family connection. Those are the connection, the energy that is there, right? And if we view the choices that we get to make on the outside, we choose not ourselves. And that's a disservice to ourselves. And that's a denial of ourselves. And it is difficult. I'm not gonna say it's not, because it is. But it is up to us, because we get to make that choice if it's difficult or not. Your self-worth, your self-happiness, your soul self, all of those things are all connected, right? We're all connected with ourselves and with others. But when we connect back into ourselves, our soul self first, and come from that present moment, our choices are just so clear, and we begin to honor and appreciate our happiness. And I'll just share, there's many things in my life that I think, in all of our lives, that we are in the loop, and we think it's going to change, or circumstances will change, or the family dynamics will change, or if I just stay in there a little longer, it will change. And those are our best intentions, aren't they? They're absolutely our best wishes, right? Our best intentions to stay and persevere and believe and have such faith, right? But again, it goes back to self. Am I choosing for myself first? Am I making the best choice for myself first, from my heart? Right? What will make me the happiest? I love to give, it's not really an exercise, it's just, this is, I guess, just sharing info, sharing a little bit of information. And I've actually, so this came up a few times last week. I had many clients and last week, and as well as consultations. I'm offering free consultations right now, and it came up several times. So I'm going to speak to that, because I have found, and I'm sure you have found as well, there's always a common thread in your week. So if you can summarize Monday through Friday, let's say, and you saw customers or clients or whoever you were able to serve from your heart, there's always a common theme. There's always a common thread. And last week it kept coming up, and it was really interesting about choice. So that's why this is all coming through. But when we do come back to self, and we serve the self, and we make the choice from the heart and not on the outside, things shift dramatically. And we feel lighter. We feel good. And what does that do? It permeates out into our relationship, our families, our, see where I'm going with that? The choices start with you, right? Change starts with you. And it does have the ripple effect. So the power is in the choice. The power is from you. It's not out here, right? And as we become stronger in our ability to come back and connect in with our self, our soul self, right? We begin to open up many, many doors and become happier and happier. And then the people around us become happier and happier. And at the end of the day, I mean, really, we all want that, right? We all want to be loved and be loved. You know, you are loved. You are loved. So when you're in that and coming from that place and present time in the present moment, because you made your choice, you can't help but see that around you, right? Because that's what you're bringing in. And it's a vibration, it's a frequency. I mean, if you're, I mean, think about it, if you're super happy, I mean, you're gonna find people that are really happy in your life, right? And that goes to say, if you're feeling miserable, you're gonna find miserable people in your life, right? Because that's who you're connecting in with, right? Again, so it goes back to self, your soul self, of where and when will you connect in with your heart to make those present choices for yourself. And everybody reaps the benefits when we do that, because you're making choices from your heart. You're making your choices to better yourself. You're making those choices to be happy, to be joyful, to be excited, to be curious, so on and so forth. If you're not happy in your job, change it, you know? I've changed so many jobs in my past. It's ridiculous. I was always the teenager, like when I first started, well, yeah, in my 20s, when, you know, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do this. Whoop, no, don't like that. No, don't like that. You know, people thought I was nuts. I think my friends thought I was nuts, you know, but I was searching, right? And that insatiable curiosity just kept me going and going, you know, and trying different things and putting the hat on, and oh, I don't like the color, take it off. Oh, put another hat, you know, it's like trying things on. I never ever stayed in one place for very long. And that goes to say with moving locations and homes, always, flowing, moving with the energy, making those choices. What is my choice from the moment, this present moment? And from those choices, my life changed a lot. All the time. But I love change, it's amazing because, I'm a Taurus. So if you follow astrology, Taurus are very grounded, very earthy, very, all of those things. But I'm a Sag rising, so I'm a Sagittarius rising. Woo! And we're in Sagittarius season right now. So it's amazing how it's so strong right now for me. It's like, oh, I'm good. Here I am, right? And it sometimes takes that to be that, right? And then my moon is in Aquarius. So very interesting. So, but it goes back to self, always back to self. And how can we make the choice for ourselves? So, yeah, I'm kind of root now. I'm all, ooh, astrology. Ooh. Look at the butterfly. I'm just kidding. I do that sometimes. And interjecting humor. I'm sorry, this path is difficult enough, right? I mean, our lives can be chaotic, and our lives, especially now, can be overwhelming. And how can we interject, right? How can we interject humor, right? How can we laugh with ourselves? How can we be more present with ourselves and have fun? And, through the sorrow, through the heartbreak, through all of those times, through sickness, through all of that, right? How can we better connect in and find the beauty in those moments? Apparently, this is a long video. My mom passed away this year. I had a lot of loss, deep, deep loss this year. And while I was very present and mindful in my deep-rooted sadness, like deep, excruciating, that I've never experienced before. And going through it, difficult. Yes, absolutely. But I saw myself and I felt myself lean in to this beauty of the moments. And that's how I knew I was connecting in with my heart, right? Because when we don't and are not connected with our hearts, we are in our mind, right? We miss all those beautiful moments, right? So how can we bridge that, If we're in this deep, deep sadness, and I'm using this as an example because it's aligned with your choice, right? We get to make every day of every moment. But how did I bridge it? Like what did I do? I connected, and I knew I was connecting because the minute I would see my mom, and she was transitioning and going through her process, and I had the opportunity to watch her for hours and watch her in and out of this life, transition in and out, in and out. And through 5 days, it was just this miraculous dance that I have never experienced before. And if I stayed in my head, I would have been anxious. I would have been like, okay, hurry up. I can't sit here. My butt hurts. You know what I mean? Like, see where I'm going with this? We get very ego driven, but we become very selfish, right? Me, oh, wasting time. Buck, buck, buck. See where we're going? I'm exaggerating, but I sat there. and I have never been so patient. And in the flow and in the moment. I've never been so present in my life. Hour after hour, just sitting there, watching my mom breathe and watching her transition, right? But it came from the heart, and I could feel my body. I could feel myself making those choices through my heart. And it was quite amazing. So using that as my catalyst of really being mindful to make choices from my heart. And it helped me. It helped me a lot. And it opened up a lot for me. So I just wanted to share that because perhaps this could be helpful um, to some of you that are going through loss right now. And that grieving process is just, but in every moment, we have the opportunity to make a choice from our hearts and connecting in with ourselves and looking around us, and maybe you'll look at I don't know, something on their desk or something in their room, or you'll look outside and you'll see a beautiful butterfly or a bird that reminded you of that person or that person that is going through a transition. It's all connected if we tap in from here. Mm. When we're in anger, it's very difficult because we are in anger, right? We're in that flight or fight mode, right? Our body, our adrenaline is just, right? It's difficult, very difficult to make rational heart choices, right? Because why? You know. So again, it's being taking that moment, taking that time to breathe through your heart, and make your next heart choice from that present moment. Um, I used to go to the, if I was in anger, and this is a process, obviously. I have not perfected this, but I'll share what has worked for me. And many of what I share on my channel here is what has worked for me and what has not worked for me. And also just, streamlining information that comes through to share out for those of you that either will be enlightened or inspired or helped in any way. So, I used to just, be in the moment and be like, go to the bathroom, go to the restroom or wherever I was, just kind of escape there, shut the door, breathe, and that's very conscious, but again, dropping to heart and connecting and breathing through the heart. And the more we do it, it becomes a natural flow. We don't have to, oh yeah, heart, must connect. It's not like that. It's just this, oh, this is what I do now, right? So the more you practice it, the more you are aware and connect into the power of your choice, you become more and more connected with yourself and the amazing ability that you have to choose. Mm. Well, thank you. Thank you for connecting with me. And I hope this was helpful. Please leave any comments or questions if you'd like. And thank you. Thank you for joining me. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. And yeah, reach out to me if you'd like a session or any other information. That would be wonderful. All right. And my session with Alba Weinman is here on my channel. And yeah, feel free to view it if you'd like. You'll learn more about me and my process and what transpires when you choose to connect in with yourself, to connect in with your soul self. And when you do, it's just more and more every day, you'll begin to see the ripple effect, but you'll feel it transpire within yourself, and your life begins to change for the better. And you become who you want to become. And at the end of the day, I think we all just want to be really happy and connecting with amazing people. So thank you. Thank you for joining. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day or evening. Thank you.